Let me tell you about the curse of Harli G. Ooh. They say that if you go into the bathroom, turn off the light, spin around in a circle 3 times, saying Harli G, Harli G, Harli G. That Harli G will come out and she's ready to do plant chores. That was so stupid. For real though, one time in kindergarten, some kids scarred me with the Bloody Mary stories. I peed my pants in class. Anyway, let's go do some plant chores. I got some things I want to get done today. I've been wanting to do these things for a minute now. I finally have a spare couple hours to do it, so I'm very excited. Got my planner where I wrote where I make my lists. To do propagate my Syngonium erythrophyllum. Its main vine is touching the floor and I don't like my plants crawling around on the floor. These propagate so cutely. These are so fun to propagate, but the plant grows a little slower, so I don't always get the opportunity. But anyway, today's the day. I also have a couple of plants to repot. This pink princess philodendron, which I'm just ready for it to be in something a little heavier at the base, something that isn't this clear planter. I want it to look a little nicer, and lately I've noticed myself putting off its care, I think because this planter bothers me. So I'm gonna get it potted up today. Same with this Hoya no ID. Might as well just knock these out together. Last thing, I'm gonna figure out some solution to a lot of the windowsill damage I get from my planters. I do keep plants on majority of my windowsill type surfaces because you know they're the best for light. But mine are just painted. I don't know how they usually are. Anytime I overfill a saucer, my windowsills suffer. They suffer greatly. The paint is peeling up. I don't want to keep having this many issues. We'll get to all of that. First, an update. My plant room is a work in progress. I am really trying to make this space somewhere I can come down, do all of my little hobbies here, and I want it to be very comfortable for that. Taking down the grow tent and having to move everything into my main living area has really changed things for me. It's still up, but there are no plants living in it. It just made me realize I absolutely had to get rid of some plants. And I am but one woman. I can only take care of so many things. Like even as I look around this room, it feels decently put together. Like I at least know what's going on at a glance. Mealybugs. Prop bins. Needs to be watered. Shipping out tomorrow. Somebody bought this off my plant shop. Oh wait, is this the one? Oh no, it's not. It's this one. Monstera Elbow A. Saying goodbye to this one. So I'm gonna water it tonight so I can package and ship it tomorrow. Yeah, she's a beaut. I'm gonna also water this one. They're so pretty. By the way, howdy neighbor, to my fellow Utah who ordered this one. I hope you love it. I do. Let's go. This Syngonium here, it's long. Oh, it actually has 2 long vines. I almost could chop this one. It's getting hard to get in there and vacuum, so I'm gonna chop it. I was like, what is looking a little off about this plant? The substrate's dry. I'm gonna go ahead and water it. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna cut just a little cut. Like a 6-leaf cutting. Is that 6? Yeah. I'm gonna do this here in my lap, do a lap table, Yeah, and I'm gonna cut all of these Syngonium. I'm definitely probably making it up in my head, but I swear having the longer bottom helps hold the cutting in place. But then also the axillary bud is already facing in an upward direction, but I swear it helps the cuttings to grow to propagate them this way. Bottom long, top short on all the cuttings. I've got my sphagnum moss here. Fill up the cups, you know, like how I always do for my propagations. And I am gonna put 2 cuttings in each cup. It'll look so much cuter with 2 nodes. Should I do 3 nodes? Yeah, let's just do 3 nodes. That'll look way cuter with 3 cuts. Oh, are you shitting me? I need to be careful. Where is my mind? Truth is, I don't know. I don't know where my mind is. Yeah. 3 in each cup. I'm not gonna water them until tomorrow, but from that point on, I'm going to keep them pretty. I'm not gonna let them dry out like hardly ever, only a little bit. Oh, and they can live down, they can actually live right here. That'll be the perfect spot for them. They'll get good light, but not too much light. I'm gonna go ahead and move my table here so that I can do my next couple of repots really comfortable like, because this was not the most comfortable potting position. My hip flexors screaming, they're screaming at me. Oof. Potting mix, scoop, down here. The 2 repots for today are my Hoya No ID, this bad boy. It's been living in this little nursery pot for a long time. I think it'll be really cute in this terracotta planter, which I don't actually have a saucer for right now. I've been thrifting and I have not found a single thing. I literally have come home empty-handed. You know how hard it is for me to not spend money? Anyway, I was gonna wait to pot this until I had the perfect saucer for it, but I'm not waiting anymore. I just want to get it potted and over with. I think I'm going to start with this one because I already know that this is the pairing. But for this one, I have a couple of options. So I'm just going to think about that for a little longer. Maybe move this off to the side for now. This one is extremely straightforward. It's also a small plant, so small plants are very easy to repot. Since this has such a long base, I want to put a substrate at the bottom that's really going to help wick up water through the drainage hole. I'm going to be putting a very sphagnum dense part of my potting mix down at the bottom there. It'll just help wick water up to this wider section of the planter where this is a smaller plant. It doesn't even have roots coming out of the bottom yet. I really need to make sure that the moisture is gonna be able to stick around a little bit. Sphagnum moss can hold 20% of its weight in water. Isn't that crazy? I do really like to have a sphagnum, like rich potting mix for my Hoyas. I don't know, they just seem to do so well on it. These roots are looking pretty dry, which I'm not surprised by. I'm the one that has not been watering it. It dried out a lot before this repot. I just watered it earlier this morning, so I'll be ready for this, but yeah, a lot of these roots are looking pretty sad, I would say. I'll bring it up closer so you can see better. They're pretty shriveled. They aren't looking very plump like what I normally like to see in a root. Hopefully potting it into this sphagnum rich potting mix will help me be able to keep it better watered. July, August went so fast. Like, I swear it was the 4th of July last week. Where did the time go? It's crazy. We have been so busy. We've been so busy with the properties we've been fixing up and like just back to school stuff. Ryan going back to work. He's a principal at a local high school now, and it's time consuming. I never realized how much time principals put in, okay? But now I do. And it's a lot. Just with his crazy work schedule and like everything extra we've had going on, it has just flown. So flown. I'm kind of honestly ready for things to slow down a little bit for the winter. Yeah, there we go. That was a very, very straightforward repot. I'm just gonna set this aside for a minute until I'm finished with the Pink Princess, and then we will go water these. Okay, so Pink Princess. I have two planter options for this. This one, or this is a tough decision for me. Out of the two, I feel like I like this planter more just in general. As far as like home decor goes, I like the look of this one a lot better. But out of the two planters, I think this one might look better with the Pink Princess. Gosh, I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. I'm gonna get a good look from back here. Nope. I think I like this one actually. Honestly, I think I would choose this one other than I think the cream color kind of washes out the color on this. So I think this is gonna really help the plant to pop. And it's perfect because this one has a drainage hole. Let me grab a chunk of sphagnum to put over the drainage hole. Okay, so big booty Judy or what? Okay, I'm gonna cover the drainage hole with this clump of moss. Fill it in a little bit. I honestly don't know what to expect by the roots of this. Hello. I can't remember when I last repotted it. It might have been a year ago, but it also might have been 3 years ago. That's how time is passing in my brain lately. Try and get it out in one clump. Oops. Oh no, it's about to get messy. It's okay. Shit. Ah. Oh no. Wow, I really did that in the messiest way I knew how. Oops. It actually isn't root bound at all. I think the issue I've been kind of feeling with this plant, or seeing very slightly in this plant, is that I have this potted in a super chunky mix, like super chunky mix. The thing about the big chunky additives, they are great when added in at the right ratio to how often you want to be watering it. But if I overestimate how many chunky additives I want to add, and then I don't like keep up the watering to that amount, then I end up with this kind of thing. Yellow bottom leaves more often, which yellow bottom leaf is fine. It's going to happen. It's just part of a plant's life cycle. But if I'm noticing it happening at a little bit faster rate, I'm probably letting the plant dry out a little bit much. The solution to that is to either water more frequently or do a potting mix that's more moisture retaining. So I've just mixed some of that very chunky mix in with my potting mix here, which is more like cocoa coir sphagnum moss based. It's mostly cocoa coir based. And there's also and vermiculite. Vermiculite is another great moisture retainer, but it is still very chunky for that good airflow. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, and then we'll water these. Let me manage all of this real quick. Gonna set them here for now. The Hoya no ID, I think I'm gonna water actually. It was very, very thirsty. Ta-da! Check, check. Now to the windowsills. We're gonna solve the windowsill issue now. Mostly cleaned up. Gonna leave the table there because my next task is the windowsills. I've got to move everything off the windowsill temporarily to protect the windowsills. But we're kind of backlit right now. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna wait for it to get a little darker outside. Maybe I'll go do my workout really quick. Welcome back. It's the next day. A few matters of housekeeping. I wore all black yesterday. I'm wearing all white today, and I know what you're thinking. White after Labor Day? This isn't the Gilded Age. I will not be following Gilded Age fashion trends. White is a summer color. It is still technically summer. So I am a little bit in a weird mood because I had a really horrible, well, to me it was horrible. It probably wasn't even that bad. Social interaction out in public today at the post office. This morning I woke up and packaged that Monstera I showed you and watered yesterday. Packaged it up, weighed, input, and printed a shipping label so it was ready to go. Usually when I go to the post office, I can walk in and there's a bin where I can just drop my pre-labeled packages so I don't have to wait in the line, which yeah, in the line today there was like 10 people. No matter what time of day I've gone, there's always been a long line of people, which is why I do it at home myself. It's just so much easier to be able to run in, drop it, and go. Well, today I walk in and the bin isn't there. It's nowhere around. I looked all around. I walk up to the counter where there's 3 employees, and again, this long line of like maybe 10 people. Nobody's talking. It's dead silent. Nobody's talking. Employees aren't talking. The employee closest to me was leaning on the counter like this while the guy was like looking something up on his phone. Again, it's dead silent. I go, "Excuse me, can I leave this pre-labeled package on the counter here?" Everybody turned and looked at me, all the people in line, all 3 employees, and even the customers, because again, it's dead silent. Nobody answers, and that postal worker closest to me goes back to looking at her customer leaning on the counter, doesn't say a word. She looked at me when I spoke, looked back, continued leaning on the counter. So I'm like, what the hell? This is extremely uncomfortable. So I go get in line. Maybe I can't. A simple no would have sufficed. 20, 30 minutes later, it's my turn. I end up at the counter with that lady who was closest to me when I asked my simple question. I walk up to the counter, give her my package for her to do whatever she has to do so that I can drop it off. She said, "Next time, just leave it on the counter." You could have just said that from the start! Anyway, yeah, that's my weird social interaction. So if I seem a little off, it's because seriously, my body feels weird after that encounter. Like, why? Why not just say yes or no to begin with? Next task is to clear off this windowsill. I need everything off of here so that I can show you my little window ledge solution. Okay. You can see the paint has been pilled up in a few different spots. This happens where I've had terracotta saucers. Even if I don't spill with a terracotta saucer, it wicks through the porous terracotta and leaches to the paint, even if you don't spill. So I do not like terracotta saucers at all. At all. I definitely have also spilled, don't get me wrong. I don't know if I should be pilling up this paint like this, but it feels a little cathartic, I'll be honest. It's kind of soothing me. Anyway, to maybe help avoid this happening more, I have a solution. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm just having a day because now I'm realizing I left my solution in Ryan's truck. So I'm gonna have to wait until later to do this. But long term, I really wanna put tile on my windowsills, on any windowsill in my house that I keep plants. So pretty much every windowsill. Put little square tiles, protect the surface, make it very water resistant. I think it looks nice. Ryan isn't totally on board with that. He has told me tiling is a difficult task. So my solution for now is to put this roll of, what's this stuff called? It's like, people put it in their like cabinets and drawers to protect the surface. I'm gonna put some of this on the windowsill temporarily until I can talk Ryan into the tile into the me becoming a tile master and tiling all of our windowsills. It's actually not that bad. I don't hate it. I'm good with that for now. This, on the other hand, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with. If I have any hope to get all of this under control, I really need to get serious about finding saucers. Things are just outgrowing pots so fast, it's hard to keep up. So I am definitely keeping my eyes open. Definitely a worthy up pot. And I love when it feels like that. Found this one. It'll work for now. Smaller than the pot, but at least it'll keep the planter and the drainage hole up off the floor. I don't love clay saucers, but it's just gonna have to work for now. Yeah, exact same size, but it'll hold it up off the carpet. And I think we're Clio approved. I like to start giving nutrients to my cuttings when they have fresh white roots like this that I can see pretty clearly. Oh look, these Cebu props are putting out fresh little roots. That is a water root that I potted up into the moss. That is a moss root. Oh yeah. Yay! It's always so fun when I can start seeing signs of a nice little plant coming in. This one's gonna be so cute. Oh, yes. There is just nothing more satisfying than a fresh root. I'm telling you. What is that? Oh, just like a thing in the moss. Yay! This stuff. It looks semi-waterproof, at least maybe a little bit. Wider than the edge. I haven't decided if I'm gonna cut it yet or just like fold it over. Maybe I'll give it a little lip here. Yeah, I'm good with that for now. I'm not going to do anything else until I'm absolutely certain this is how I want it. I might end up cutting these. I'm just going to leave it here for a minute before I make any decisions like that. That's all that's left. This is one that desperately needs a saucer. It's got a big old drainage hole. That works for now. I wish I could have done the full windowsill, but I leave the curtain like that for editing purposes anyway. It's fine. It'll suffice. What you just saw was actually done much later in the day. I hope it turns out. I hope it looks good. Please let me know what you think of it, or if you have tiled windowsills, please send me a photo. Please type a comment with your experience and tips and tricks tiling a windowsill. I really want to do it. I think it's the perfect, cutest solution to preventing water damage. Let me know your thoughts, really, and what you think of this temporary solution. That's actually going to be it for this video from me today. Please let me know what you thought. Hope you had a good time. Felt good to get all this stuff knocked out and done and checked off my to-do list. And thank you so much for spending your time with me to get these done. I hope you got a lot of your stuff done as well. We got some prime relaxation in. Hope it was enjoyable to watch. I always worry if my videos are even worth, if it's even worth making videos. I'll be honest, I don't know, it's just a weird thing. It's just a weird thing I go through. That's going to be it for this one. I will see you next time. Bye!